It is really cruel. Confession about Mad Meghan that I kept hidden for a long time. Hi folks, just saying I've been happy to share with you my view, and a very warm welcome to the Royal Fantasy YouTube channel. When did you first become outraged by that smug-faced, lying hypocrite who managed to con, seduce, and blackmail Harry and impress his naive father and vulnerable Gran when she charmed them with her uninhibited self-confidence? Yes, a con woman or man has loads of confidence, and they can charm the birds off the trees. Well, I first became irritated when our late queen invited the wife on that official train ride, and Meghan had the gall to turn up with messy hair, minus a hat, and even walked in front of Her Majesty, and embarked on the car before Her Majesty the Queen. Oh dear. And to think our dear Princess Catherine and her family suffered severe nervous dyspepsia due to not only paparazzi invasion, but the stress of living up to palace protocols and pomp, as most of us would. I suspect that if you were top dog, queen of the castle and all that, it would become tiresome having to communicate with people who were terrified of tripping over in front of you or stammering out their words nervously. So, in fact, that was obviously the reason the Queen and Prince Charles found Meghan's uninhibited behavior, maybe due to a sniff of cocaine, quite refreshing. The Queen once said that Meghan has extraordinary self-confidence. Well, she did, but like all con women, she eventually exposed herself as a liar, a fraudster, a demanding control freak, a manipulator, a thief, and a bully. For us spectators, who had never witnessed such a scandalous drama in front of our very eyes before, well, it felt like that, even though the episodes have been played out mostly in the UK and US. How refreshing and heartening it has been to see the Prince and Princess of Wales, who have upheld their dignity throughout the horrible plot played out by both Meghan and her weak husband, Prince Harry, rising triumphant above the storm as the winners. The Prince of Spare has shown his true colors by writing that lying memoir, Spare, and going along with the wife's lies and deception to garner public support, finally exposed to the intelligent, greater populations of the US, as well as most of the British die-hard wokes. Let's face it, they have gotten away with shiploads of unqualified and underserving flattering media publicity through their paid PR and endless amounts of fake publicity and deception and unbelievable amounts of privileges and fake awards. It appears that the timing for Prince William's attendance at the Global Citizens Awards was perfectly timed, immediately following the bad PR Meghan and the Prince of Spare received in Dusseldorf, and whether or not half of the reports on their corrupt behavior were exaggerated, they certainly came out of it looking poorly compared to the future heir whose popularity in the US exceeds that of even his late mother. Karma works in mysterious ways, doesn't it, my friends? So now that the conspiracy about the devious activities of the plotting Spare and the wife to destroy the monarchy has been publicly exposed, they are on very shaky grounds. I think myself that King Charles will be forced to take action and remove their titles, since the Sussex support is very thin, and what is left of their cult followers are as deranged and dangerous as themselves. It is now clearly obvious to everyone that nothing good can ever come out of the Harkle marriage, where the psychopathic, sociopathic wife is not going to release her claw due to the amount of dark secrets they share. So what's left for them? Tom Bower believes Meghan is writing her memoirs and will make a squillion. But Tom Bower also claimed Meghan has a high intellect, but she has proven Tom Bower to be wrong on that count with her poor judgment and lies. But I guess cunning is a form of intelligence. So what publisher will endorse her book? Is Penguin Random House that stupid after the lies they have already spewed in Spare and on TV? A memoir must contain a high level of the truth, not Meghan's truths, or the publisher can be sued, and they are walking on shaky ground since Spare was published. I'm getting bored with all this, and have been watching those kids' toy jets being demonstrated on the ads, and am almost tempted to buy one, not for the grandkids, who have everything, but for me. It would be much more rewarding to fly a drone jet that returns to base than to keep following the traitorous, self-serving, and hypocritical ill-doings of the Prince of Spare and the wife as they continue to plot and lie, except I'm cautious of buying online due to the scams. It is now up to King Charles to clip Prince of Spare and the wife's wings by stripping those titles, as playing the long game and feeding them more rope just feeds their egos. Their one weapon is their loose tongues, due to the never-explain palace rule, and they have been playing on it for far too long. By the way, I became a bit wary during the engagement interview when she said she was going to hit the ground running. That's never a good way to start any new endeavor. One should watch, listen, and learn how things work. The second incident, also pre-wedding, which led me to believe that this is not going to work, was a video of William, Catherine, Harry, and Meghan doing a heads-together panel discussion of mental health. When Catherine started talking, Meghan began loudly talking over her, lecturing the audience on empowering women. Not a good look for someone new to a team to speak over one of the founders of the organization and be off topic. She also looked away dismissively when Catherine spoke, and the message was then made very clear that Meghan was not going to be a supportive team player in the British royal family, and she would push her way in as top dog, whatever it took. She carried lies to the press about her superior intelligence and education, and her grossly exaggerated self-acquired wealth status to undermine the future queen. Catherine had a difficult enough time with her health while pregnant, but the stress Meghan put her through while she was in advanced gestation with Louis was horrific. Then, Meghan talks about being in tears over a few SMSs from Catherine, but I'll bet the Princess of Wales suffered far worse emotional experiences. If she were intelligent, she would phrase her speeches in an articulate format, not childish word salads. She is immature and has very poor judgment. An intelligent person will read the room. An intelligent person would be aware of and respect the intelligence of her peers. She was too stupid to even work out her mother's ancestral family lineage, which can be Google searched in seconds, which disputes her claim of a 43% Nigerian DNA. When she is cornered about her lies, she flounders and accuses the world of racist bullying. An intelligent person respects the intelligence of their peers. To be found out in so many lies, Meghan is a dropkick away from an idiot. Anyway, Tom Bauer has stopped referring to her as intelligent now, so maybe he's caught on as well. The troublesome part for me is the not sane state of mind of the wife. Although Harry is in dire need of mental health care, I don't believe he spends all of his time conceiving of ways to destroy his enemies. That is all the she-demon thinks about, and she would not hesitate to follow evil thoughts with evil actions. And you? What do you think about this couple? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you see my video is so useful, don't be afraid to like and share it with your friends who like it anytime you want. And don't forget to subscribe to the Royal Fantasy to get more interesting videos. Now, thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you tonight.